Hey everybody, well, it's just me. It's a Shelly show, yay! So anyways, I'm working on the cheval today. As you can see, the cheval. Woo! Well, installing a data logger. Fun. It's not that bad. It's actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It felt quite apprehensive about doing it, but it's been not too bad. There's 8 different channels that or different devices that we're logging, and yeah, each one is a little bit different for how many wires are coming from it, where they're coming from, of course, is a thing too. One thing I found from doing this is that my car's wiring is a disaster. I knew it was a disaster, but when you have to dive into it and try to retrieve wires from it, you realize how bad it really is. Yeah, so here, just to give you a quick look, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this to you be able to see this properly, but I'll try. Yeah, let's see this. You're going to have to go sideways for a sec, but this is the rat's nest, and this is not even the worst side. This is the easiest side for me to show you guys. So, it's bad. It's yeah, whatever. It is what it is. So, the plan is to fix it and to go through the car and make some panels so I can do some breakouts for the wiring that's coming in here, and just clean it up. So that'll be next year's project probably. So for the data logger, it's a Computech data logger. I bought this a number of years ago, actually, when I was building the car. I bought this. So if you want to take a look at it, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there we go, Computech. So it's been decent so far, installing all the wiring for the sensors and the wiring for it. I had some help from Brandon and some help from Nicole. So today we're gonna get to this. Brandon and Nicole are coming by again. Get to this and finish it off. I think all we have left is the O2 sensor left to do, or sensors I should say. So wiring up, there's a data box for the O2 sensors, so I got to wire that up and then run the main sensors themselves and the cabling for them, and that should be okay, because I think originally when building the car we made allocations for that ahead of time. Like, I know we have there's ports in the exhaust already, so that's good. I actually just thought of something that maybe if somebody was interested, they would want to know a little bit about the data logger and what we installed. So I'll just quickly go through some of the stuff that we did here. Right here is our coolant temperature sensor. There's a fuel pressure sensor. I have 2, one for my internal gauge and then one for the data logger. Look who's here! It's Brandon! Hello! Wave to your fans, or I guess you just did.
Howdy ho, neighborinos.
There you go. DDS neighbors. Okay, I'm just showing people what sensors we installed. I don't know how exciting that is for people, but down under the car we go. Can you see it? Yes. Oil pressure. Check. This is the drive shaft sensor. So this is going to basically tell me if I'm having any slippage or traction issues. Trans temperature sensor. Oh, you know what, Brandon? We forgot to wire this up. Fuck. This is the accelerometer. That's going to be able to tell me how many G's I'm hitting when I'm got my wheels in the sky. So we have the EGTs, exhaust gas temperature sensors. That, if you can see right there, is the EGT itself, and this is one of the controller boxes for it. There's another one on the other side, and these run to the data logger. So for the O2 sensors, there's the WEGO 3D, and that is the controller box for the O2 sensors. You can do some calibration on the O2 sensors as well with this box. And I've got to wire, I still got to wire this up, this mess. So we're getting there. So everybody, we're just wiring up. I forgot to wire up the tranny temperature tranny temperature sensor. So we're doing that right now. So right now I've just attached the line to the sensor itself, and Brandon's up top, and he is fishing the wire to the data logger. And we're just trying to figure out what length we need, and then once we do that, we're going to cut some temperature resistant sheathing for the wire, and then we'll be done with it for this part of the install. Yeah. How's everybody doing? We're getting serious now. Trying to still wire up this O2 sensor. It is a... Yeah. We are still at the data logger, and we are basically still at the point of the wiring, because we had some problems where we had to trace some power lines going to the ignition, and yeah, anyways, it was a shit show. So we had to go get my my, what do you call it, book? Where's my book? Where's my book? Where's my book? There's my book. We had to go get the Bible, and look up some circuit drawings or schematics, and anyways, it was glorious fun. So we got that sorted out, and now we're back to our original plan, which is attaching the wires for the O2 sensors. And says, like I said earlier, Nicole and Brandon are here helping. Nicole's fishing the wires right now. And you're doing a good job fishing the wires right now through the dash, through the mess of a dash, and pulling it down to the bottom, to the floor. And I will then connect my wires that I need to put on there for extending the lines, because the wires are not long enough, and I'm a little perplexed of why they didn't set it up with a cable to run to the data logger like they did everything else, but that's okay.
What is that, like a lobster cage?
I have no idea.
This is DDS,
You're not.
live from Brandon's backyard. There's Nicole, if you can see her, it's pretty dark. Oh yeah, there you go. Look how beautiful she is. She's still single, boys. Sorry.
Up.
Dave's gonna cut that part out, don't worry.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too. We're cooking some farmer sausage and some hot dogs on this nice fire on this nice fall night.
Ooh.
It's beautiful outside.
Hi everybody, today's day 3, Sunday, and yesterday we finished off the O2 sensors and the data box that goes with the O2 sensors, just running wire from there. I didn't technically finish it completely. There's power that goes to it, ignition power that they want. And so I guess as soon as you turn on the car, then it gets power for the heating up the O2 sensors. And I didn't do that yet, because when you set up the O2 sensors, it's a little bit of a calibration that you have to do with it. So I thought I kind of want to get this going as soon as I can, and I don't want to be kind of fooling around with that, which could be a little bit of a pain in the butt. So I thought I'd just leave that for now and move on. I can do that at a later time, so like next year. So just for now, we're going to set up everything else. So I'm going to show you guys the data loggers or data logger and the analog module. Show you how I've just I brought everything to the corner of the car here and just bundled things up and labeled them. It's not exactly pretty, but it works. So take a look. So we've got some stuff hanging out of the car a little bit just because of where it comes in. And then you take a look in here. There's the wires, and then over here, sorry about tipping you guys over here, is the data logger and the analog module. The analog module is just allowing me to, because I had too many sensors for just the main data logger, so it just allows you to expand the data logger to accept more. And you can have multiple analog modules, so there's no limit to it, which is nice. Not that I'm going to do that, but have lots more sensors, but I'm good with what I've got. So, and then we've got organization. You have to be organized when you do this. You've got to be organized when you do this, because just sitting in front of that data logger and just plunking wires in is, I don't know, it's a little bit crazy, but yeah. We have now started to wire the data logger finally. Woo! We had a little bit of delay when we were like, okay, we need to put the wires that are going across the car into some P-clamps, and so that was a little bit of a delay, but that's okay. Now it looks neat and tidy, so I'm going to show you the data logger. Okay, so the wires all come in, now they're nice and neat. Ignore this part because they're all loose for me to use, but come up the cage and into the data logger, so we're just starting to wire that up now. So yeah, it's coming along.
On my way home from Interlake Dragway, and I didn't really get much footage because well, I'm in the tower announcing and there's nobody to operate the camera for me, but there wasn't much to record because Dad went out first round, red lit, so boom, day was done.
In the Eastside Self-Storage League is my father, Gordon Meyer, out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, was driving a 1974 Oldsmobile, sponsored by Dual Motor Resident, flying with corresponding miles and $14 at 14.10.
Our buddy Jerry McFarland, who was 99 points away from first place, boom, red lit first round. He's done for the day. And Fred Pratt made some good passes, got some buys, and was able to build himself a little cushion ahead of Jerry. And Randy Dewar in third place. He got some good passes in too, so basically we will finish fourth this year, which isn't that bad because Jerry, Randy, and Fred, they're all really good racers, so there's no shame in losing to those gentlemen. And hey, can't win them every year, right? So Dad's a little heartbroken, I think. I think he realizes now he's got to come on testing too. Maybe practice a little. Who knows, maybe we'll use the Nova next year. Hard to say.